up, guys? It is April 28th, and we're getting ready to go do a little weekend catfishing this weekend. We're gonna throw some limb lines out, but I really want to just make this video. I've had a bunch of my friends over the years ask me how to keep bluegill alive, because I'm a huge live bait fan. I mean, just about any kind of fishing I do, all I use is live bait basically, except for the occasional buffalo rider. But we use a lot of live bait, and we like to catch bluegill, and we really like bluegill. Goldfish are okay, but if we can get our hands on bluegill, we're taking bluegill all day. But I really wanted to tell y'all, this is what I was getting to, is how to keep bluegill alive. And if you have fished with bluegill before, you have done it. You have caught one out there, spent your whole day trying to catch bluegill, get them home, throw a little aerator, little bubble box thing on there, and you come outside the next morning and they're all dead. So I really want to just put this out there to try to help y'all out and do a little tutorial video. But basically, number one, you just got to catch some bluegill, and take the water that you use, or the body of water that you caught the bluegill out of, put that in a bucket, fill it, probably not a bucket, an ice chest, fill it probably halfway up, and once you're catching them, throw them in that. It is nice to have like a bubble box on them while you're catching them, because especially if it's hot outside, you want them to have plenty of oxygen in the water. But have them aerating the whole time you're out fishing. Well, when you get through fishing, you bring them back to your house. I have a 100-gallon horse trough tank that I use. It is amazing for this, because I can fit 40 or 50 bluegill in here and keep them alive for 2 weeks at the most. But like I was saying, you want to put them in that water that they come out of first, and it's all because of the temperature of that water. So if you throw them in, if you take, just say you got some water out of your garden hose from the house, you put that in an ice chest to go out there fishing. Well, that water may be 65 degrees. Well, the water you're taking them out of may be 80 degrees, 75 degrees, depending on what time of year it is. So when you throw them from that 80-degree water to 60 degrees, you're shocking them. I mean, dead instantly. And that was a problem that a lot of people were having that I've heard of. And same thing with goldfish. You take them out, you can't shock them with the temperature. But you want to take that water first, put it in an ice chest, fish, whatever. When you get them home, throw them. I have right here 2 trash bags. I'm going to bring you over here. 2 trash bags that I use. Hopefully you can see that. And what you do is put the 2 trash, and you don't want to use scented trash bags. You want it to just be like regular shop bags. And take those 2 bags together, put one inside the other, put it in a bucket. I have here just a 5-gallon bucket, and put your trash bag over in your bucket. Dump at least, I fill it up normally halfway with the water that you use. So take your ice chest when you just got through fishing, get a bunch of that water in there into the black trash bags, and then take a net and scoop all your brim out, throw them in the bucket. And then, which is what step I'm at now, we had just got through catching some brim, but put the brim in the bag in your tank. That way that water, the water from the bag, or the water in the bag and the water in the tank, will slowly accumulate, or I hope I use the right word for that, whatever it'll do to mix, not mix, I'm going to get it here in a second. No, I'm not. But anyways, you want the water temperature to be almost the same. So once you do that, I kind of skipped a step, but I just use my regular water hose water. But that water, I want to say it has a bunch of chlorine. It's got some kind of chemical in it that will kill the fish if you don't have anything for it. So I use this product called AquaSafe, and you can get this from Walmart, any PetSmart. I'm sure they have gallons of that there, but it makes tap water safe. That's what it says right there on the box, and it's really for aquarium fish. But I mean, it's got the little measuring thing on there. You put 10 milliliter for every 10 gallons. So I rough estimated, I think I've probably got around 60 gallons in here, so I put 60 milliliters in it. And that it makes them the brim very lively. I can stick my head over next to that tank right there, and I mean, they're just boiling everywhere. But You also want to have a good aerator, obviously. I think that one right there powers up to like 150, I think 150 gallons. But have it going all the time, especially, you know, the oxygen levels. But your main thing is, the reason your bluegill have been dying, I'm telling you, is because you got to get that temperature right. You got to get it to where they're the same temperature. So I'll normally leave with the brim in the trash bag there for probably 30 minutes. It depends on how hot the water is. I stick my hand in there and make sure you don't have any germ eggs or nothing on your hands, obviously. But, you know, stick your hand in there and then stick your hand over in the tank, and you can tell, you know, whenever it gets within 5 degrees or so of it. But besides that, I mean, yeah, I do not, and also another point, I do not just dump the trash bag over in there because I like my water to be really clear. And that AquaSafe, you know, it's meant for the fish to go from this type of water to now the AquaSafe water. So it works really good. I don't know. I've had very few brim die doing this, but once I let the water accumulate, I hope that's the right word again, accumulate to that water temperature, I'll literally just dump them into a bucket or a trash bag or something, and then scoop them out, throw them in, and they're lively as ever. But now then again, whenever I take them, which normally I'm running a lot of lines, so normally I won't let them sit. I mean, I'll take all of them. I normally won't let them just sit there in the tank, but I have honestly done this. I have kept brim alive in there with this method for I think 2.5 weeks before, and they weren't dying. I could tell they weren't as lively, so I just stuck a suck pump over in the bottom of the tank. I'd filter out, you know, even just half the water, and then put like half brand new water in, and I still got, I think, a week left out of them. So that's the main thing. And you may be able to get away from not using this AquaSafe. I just know this has worked. I'm not promising you, because I don't know, there may be some kind of weird chemical in your tank or something, but I promise this has worked for me. And really just the main thing is the temperature. You want that temperature to be the exact same. But yeah, here, let me show you real quick. Let me get you down here. I mean, you can see these brim right here we caught a few days ago. I don't even know if they'll let me catch any. I got probably 40 or so in here. Well, here, hang on. I know where some's at. I mean, you can see them dudes right there are lively. So, and you really want them to have a lot of life to them. You know, you want that bait sitting down there getting after it. And also, I forgot to mention this. You want something, as you can see, I mean, I've got ceramic pots. I know I'm doing a horrible job video on this, but I've got ceramic pots in here, a bucket, an old broken down bird house feeder thing, and just stuff like that. You want to make them, you want to have some places for them to feel safe, and that way they're not sitting there just running around that tank. And also, you kind of want to have a tank that's in a circular thing, because you don't want them, if you have them in like a Yeti, like a square ice chest, they'll get right upside that edge, and you'll lean over the ice chest, stick your hand in there, and they'll cut out and they'll hit their nose on the edge of the corner. And I have seen that happen. I've had a bunch of brim that I've seen have like red marks on their nose, and I'm sure that does something to the energy of the fish. But yeah, other than that, I mean, have some pottery or, you know, whatever in there, just sticks, a little stump, something. But I like to use that stuff because I can take it in and out of there really easily. But yeah, other than that, that's how I keep my bluegill alive. And we're gonna go through it. I think I got like 60 or 70 limb lines we're gonna hang this weekend. We didn't do too great last weekend. Me and Cole went and put out 30 or so lines, and I think we ended up catching, I think 10 or 11 catfish, I think. So it wasn't horrible. You know, we had a 1 to 3 ratio of catching one, but we didn't fill the boat with them, is what I'm trying to say. But we're positive about it. We're gonna go back. We're gonna try a different river this weekend. So y'all, hope y'all keeping along with the channel. Hope y'all enjoyed this one, and I really hope this one helped you out, because trust me, if you're that guy that last night you went and caught a bunch of brim, spent all day out there with your little jig pole and your cork, and you threw an ice chest last night and woke up this morning, every one of them was dead, I really hope this helped you out, because trust me, I've been there before. So anyways, hope y'all have a good day. See y'all later.